Hello everybody. Hello Facebook people and YouTube people and all you other internet people. Man, nice sunny day today. Can't beat that here in Sharpsburg, Georgia at Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement and Motorcycles. Oh, I got my official card over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. See there? It's official. I've got some refrigerator magnets that look almost just like that. I thought I had one with me, but I don't. But it looks almost like that. But I want to redo the artwork. So if anybody wants one of those, let me know. I need to get rid of them because I want to redo them. But anyway, the point of this is that while I was working on my motorcycle, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now or better, I had moved Sally out in the driveway, and as you might imagine, I think some of you saw, what, about a week or so back, I rinsed her down. But, hey, we got some watchers. I can't tell who they are. Sometimes it tells me, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Miss Tina, how you doing? But anyway, today I had run a little experiment. She was all covered in pollen, as you might imagine, from sitting outside for about a week. So I had ordered a mod for my foam cannon. It was a different orifice. It's a little piece that fits in. And I wanted to see how the foam worked. It's supposed to be better according to my fellow detailers. Who else is there? There's 2 other people besides you, Tina, but they don't tell me who they are. Hi, Miss Tina. Hi. I don't know how to answer back other than just to answer you on the video. I'm still learning about this thing. Well, what I did, I pre-rinsed it. Of course, I had to repair one of my pressure washers. I did that. That took me a while. Got it back going. I keep 2. I had one as a backup. But all I did was I just rinsed her down with that pressure washer. Then I put the foam cannon on there with the new orifice. It worked a little better. I wouldn't say it was noticeable, but for just a few bucks modification, it was okay. But, and then I put some high foaming soap in here. Hey, Mr. Bob. And I foamed it down real good, let it dwell for a little while. Then I rinsed it off, got rid of all the pollen. Then I took my dryer, which is over there on the shelf. It has forced air drying, and it also heats the air. So drying it off was a pretty quick thing. And plus you can dry out all the crooks and crannies and like in all those little places, and you know, and it came out all right. And there's been no contact wash done to this car at all. All it was done to it, it was foamed, rinsed, foamed, rinsed again, forced air dried, and that's it. That's the advantage, one of the advantages, Bob, of having a ceramic coating. It makes that kind of maintenance quicker and easier. If you didn't have that on there, if all you had was a sealant or a wax, you would have almost been forced to go to a contact wash, you know, with the buckets and all that, and the wash mitts, blah, 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 blah. I did not do that with this. It has not. The only thing that's been done, it was rinsed, foamed, rinsed again, then force air dried. You know what? And to 90% of the people out there, if they got cars covered in pollen, that's probably all they really want done in the short term. But one of the things I was going to try to demonstrate for you guys, if I can get this thing just right, in one of my detailing forums, Bob, somebody had been testing and trying out this stuff. It's actually a sealant. Comes in an aerosol can, Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Finish. Not real expensive, A little bit goes a long way. And I tried put some on the roof. I put a little bit on the hood just to see if it was easy to use as they said. And you know what? It is. I'll show you here in just a minute. I put a little bit on that plastic just from that cracked out spot there over here. Yeah, it did okay on that. I did half of the windshield with it, and it seemed to work well on glass. And I would imagine that from what I've been told and the demos that I've watched in my detailing groups, you're going to get about maybe 2 to 4 weeks out of this. But it's so fast and it's so easy for those of you who don't have a lot of time and it doesn't bother you to repeat this step in about a month or so. This is real easy. I'm going to try to demonstrate it for you. I'll see if I can set this camera down here. And, you know, it's one of those, just follow the, this thing is so slick, the camera won't sit on it. See, it won't slide off. Look at that. There the camera sit there. See, look, I've already got some little blossom stuff landing here. But the instructions say to spray a little bit directly on a microfiber towel, not directly on the paint. And a little bit of this goes a long way. Trust me, it does. And so what you do is you just spray a little bit on there. That's probably too much. Whoops. See, that camera won't even sit on this paint. It's so slippery. Then you just rub it in like that. And you can either take a separate towel or flip this one. I'm just applying very light pressure here, folks. Very light. This is just working it in. Making sure I got even coverage. And once you get the towel saturated, it gets a little easier. This is a fresh towel I got out for the video. And then if you want, you can either flip that to the dry side or do like I do. I get a really plush one and then I just buff it to perfection. And it doesn't get much easier than that, folks, for this kind of gloss and this kind of protection. You know, Meguiars has been around a long time. A lot of their products, they have fallen behind the curve on. Here, I'll show you this can again. I'm not sure if you can get this on the retail level. I think you probably can in some places. Probably auto parts stores. I didn't look for it. I ordered this online. It's just easier for me to do it that way. But, you know, folks, for no more time than I spent doing that, this is hard stuff to beat. And like I said, I can't even set my camera stand on this paint. It'll just slide right off. I have to sit that thing down. Whoop, there it goes. All I did was touch it. And thank you, Bob, for the, hey, Miss Kathy. But as I was explaining to people, Miss Kathy, I had to leave Sally sitting out in the driveway for, I don't know, a week, maybe 2 weeks in the pollen and the rain, and she was kind of nasty while I worked on that beast. But I'm about done with that. So I moved all my sawhorses and stuff, and all I did, Kathy, was get my pressure washer out. I pressure washed her, just rinsed her down, took my foam cannon. That's like 25 bucks. I put some foaming soap. Hey, Miss Kathy. I foamed her, rinsed it down again, took my car dryer, which has heated forced air, dried it down real good, pulled it in here. That's all that's been done to it. No contact wash whatsoever. That's the advantage, Kathy, of having a ceramic coating on your vehicle. Makes it maintenance easier. And I was just demonstrating. You can go back. This stuff here, it's fairly low priced. It's a really quick sealant slash wax. It's relatively inexpensive. I ordered this online, but I think you might can get it retail level. Probably get about up to a month's protection with it. And all you do is spray a little bit on a towel, like that red one there. You wipe it in, give it a second, then you either flip that towel to the dry side or you get a separate towel, which I like to do, and just wipe it down. I'm talking just barely contact with the paint. And it's so slippery. I tried setting my camera up on the hood and it just wanted to slide right off. Same thing with this can. I sit it down real carefully. It'll be still. Here, I'll show you, Kathy. Oh, no it won't. If I get a flatter spot, but look, no, it's not going to stay there. There it goes. It's pretty slick stuff. It's dry to the touch. Doesn't smear. And like I said, according to the information in my research, you'll get up to about a month of protection out of it. But for this price and the ease of use, this is going to be hard to beat. Meguiars, even though they have gotten behind with a lot of their products, I think they nailed it with this one. It has a use in my professional world, although the stuff I use will outlast this by far. But if you're limited on time and you want to protect your paint and you're a DIYer or a driveway warrior, as I like to call you folks, I think this would be hard for you to beat. It's an aerosol. So I know some people are opposed to aerosol cans, but hey, I'm telling you, and a little bit goes a long way. I did the roof, the hood, and that plastic piece right there, and half of the windshield with it. And I was curious to see how it would do on glass, and it seems to do just fine. Good way to seal your outside glass. I don't know about the inside. We'll try that later and see. I think this was, I don't know, less than 20 bucks. And the can is still full. I hadn't even hardly touched it. So anyway, that's just a tip for the day. You know, in my world here, I would probably only use it in budget details. But I think it does have a place in my world, although it is limited. But for you folks who don't spend tons of time buffing your cars and all clay barn and all that mess, I think that stuff would be hard for you to beat. Like I say, you basically wipe it on, flip the towel over, and just buff it off. A matter of seconds to do the hood. Not even a full minute, I don't think. And you saw how slick it dried. And it's hard. It's a hard finish. Improved the gloss a lot. And it's dry to the touch. Now, it doesn't smudge like a lot of cheap stuff does with silicone and solvent base and all that kind of stuff. You know, it never really dries some of that stuff. So, if you want to give that stuff a try, my gift to you. All right, folks. I'm going to get on about my business here. I should have been out there cutting the damn grass today, but I didn't feel like dragging my lawnmower out and stirring up all that pollen in the grass. So I didn't. But now I think it's going to start raining again for like another 4 or 5 days. We shall see. We shall see. All right, folks. I appreciate you. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below for me. Give me a like or a thumbs up, whatever is appropriate. Give me a thumbs down. Hell, it don't matter. You know, if you got any criticisms, leave those as well. But, you know, I just wanted to tip y'all off to that product, which is relatively new. And like I said, this time I think Meguiars produced a good product. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Wait a minute, Miss Glenda. What are you doing on here? Are you still at the hospital, Miss Glenda? Oh my goodness, I've been keeping up with your progress there. Man, that's turned into a small nightmare for you, has it not, Miss Glenda? Holy cow. Whew. Man. Well, best of luck to you, Miss Glenda. I'm hoping you get out of there soon. Nothing I hate worse than being at the damn hospital. Alright, folks. I will see you guys later. Alright, Miss Glenda. Best of luck to you, sweetie. Bye now.